What's up, guys? It's the Gemini. This is day 3 of my Leap Sweeper Hausmeister. We are level 74. We got about 4.8k HP. My gear is pretty decent. It's good enough right now. I've pretty much been dry lake farming. I will step into maps pretty soon. But the biggest upgrades that I need are a helmet and chest. I do have a better chest in my bank. I can't use it yet though, because I need the sockets on my weapon. My weapon is currently 352 physical DPS. There's a little lightning damage. It's pretty irrelevant to it. This is the jewelry now that we bought a few upgrades. Cost me 6 chaos, 3 chaos. These were pretty much a steal of a deal. It's something like 6 chaos on this. The belt is really nice. It's a great addition. It can get another res. I don't want to commit to any single res right now because it'll be a while till somebody has a Torah 7 to be able to remove the resist. So I'm kind of keeping it flexible. I bought these boots from ETUB for 3 chaos. I think it's a steal of a deal. Again, they were sold so cheap because they don't have movement speed, and the movement speed that you could put on it would cost a couple chaos, and you would get what, up 17%, 17, 18. But I'm probably gonna end up putting either a resist or flat armor and just scale it that way. As far as the gloves gave me enough dex, 42, that I was able to drop my dex node right here, and then I started putting it into int because I want to level up my enfeeble, and that's gonna be pretty important. So I got enfeeble in the mix. We got my cast when damage taken, GMP, Arctic Breath. It's important you don't want to get this past level 4. Hatred doesn't interact with any of these, so it's just pretty much a standalone gem. I need a 6 socket, 4 link weapon, and then I can really, flip flop some of these items. I'm kind of like locked into this chest piece. But let's just talk about what's going on with the tree. The last time you saw me, I was finishing out the Unrelenting Wheel. I had this dex node, so we kind of flip-flopped those. I haven't really touched Templar much other than getting this 16% life node. I worked my way into getting more dex and Golem's Blood. So this dex node into Golem's Blood, got this dex node, and I like the jewels because they're a bit flexible on what I can put in it. And if I need chaos resist, if I need cold resist, if I need lightning resist, it's easy to find a jewel for relatively cheap and just slap it in there. You can even get stats and whatever. Ideally, I would like to have life on every single jewel. As you can see, it's just attack speed and resist. This helps the gearing process. I will end up getting this jewel sometime soon, probably very soon after this endurance charge. So grabbing this jewel and this life node, then I went to this jewel. After that, I started to work my way towards Juggernaut. And because of the quality of jewels for sale, I felt like Juggernaut might play, more of a role since I can't find any good life jewels. So that's pretty much the tree. We're going towards Stamina next, then this jewel. After that, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, after filling out this jewel and this jewel, I then went for Blunt Instrument. This gives me 30 armor and 28 fizz for staves and maces. And this one gives me 3 attack speed and 10 armor. Combined 40% armor and pretty good damage. This is the only 2 points that I've spent that are actually weapon specific, and even then it's 2 weapons. I will start to spec into Bonebreaker. Right now my mace is pretty weak. I am still open to the idea of picking up any other two-hander, whether it be a mace, staff, or mace, axe, or sword. So I can still, interplay or change up since these are all generic two-handed nodes. But that's pretty much the build. This is what we've got going on. I'll leave you guys with some Dried Lake gameplay, the endurance charge on melee stun, the cast when damage taken, GMP Arctic Breath. It's all coming together. We're using Blood Rage with increased duration. Quickly, here are the links. Vile Ground Slime I added. I'm not sure how I like it. It's not very good without any other supports. And notice it's only linked, it's a solo link at level 16. There's like very few situations where I'll actually use it. If I'm surrounded by a bunch of white mobs or low HP targets, then it is worth it. Otherwise, I feel like just sweeping would be better. Here we have sweep, multi-strike, fortify, melee fizz, fortify, added fire, heavy strike, melee physical. It's important to note you could probably switch out multi-strike for added fire if you don't care about the stun duration, or you can also put in faster attacks. That would work too. Enfeeble, Arctic Armor by itself, faster attacks, endurance charge, melee stun, blood magic, and leap slam. And then we have the casting damage taken setup. Here we have a Avengers Granite Flask of Iron Skin. I did end up switching this out. And then I have a instant flask on low life with a heal over time bleed flask. It's Panicked Eternal Flask of Staunching. Then we have Catalyzed Hallowed Flask of Warding. This one will change. I would like to put this under a Divine or Eternal Flask with Bubbling and Warding, or Bubbling of Grounding. And then we have our Freeze Immunity Flask and Curse Immunity Flask. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe, and enjoy some gameplay.